Hey y'all, it's Brady. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are brand new here, hi, hello, welcome. We are a family of 4. It is myself, my husband, our 6 and 3-year-old girls. I'm in college. My husband works full-time crazy hours. I work part-time crazy hours. The girls are in school and preschool, and life is just busy around here. Plus, you know, hello pandemic. Life is weird for everyone. And so on my channel, I like to share cooking videos and recipes with you, day in the life videos, and lots of grocery hauls. So if you are brand new here and that sounds like something you would be interested in, please hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button and stick around. If you are not new here, hi, hello, thank you for returning. I am always so glad to have y'all here. Today, it is the day before Thanksgiving. It is about 2:40 in the afternoon, and I thought I would share with you kind of what my day before a holiday looks like, and as much that I try to get done ahead of time, so on the day of, I can just kind of throw everything in the oven and relax as much as possible. We are not hosting this year, but we do have 2 separate small gatherings. But even though they're small gatherings, we're still making a heck of a lot of food, and I'm making quite a bit. So I thought it would be fun to bring you along and show you kind of how I do everything. And then also, I'm going to link up here, you see up there, that's kind of something we're doing today, so I'll share with you what that's about. But I'm also going to link up in the iCard for you our final Thanksgiving Thursday video that went up on Thanksgiving, which for me is tomorrow, but for you, when you're seeing this, it is the day before. So, that's everything that I wanted to share with you, I think. So let's just hop on into it and see where the day takes us. So, I have got my list of what I'm taking to each place, and I think I got most of this stuff done. Yeah, I went to Publix. I couldn't find any Thanksgiving napkins, but my mom was able to pick up some just regular, like, Vanity Fair napkins. And then I went to Publix and I got the cupcake trays, which you kind of saw there behind me on top of the pantry thing. That's because I'm making 2 separate types of cupcakes. And I wanted to have just something easy that we could take with us. And so that's what I did. If you didn't know that, you can go to your bakery and your grocery stores and just buy the containers they put their cupcakes in. So that's what I did. So this is how I have it divided out. And then this is kind of my list, sort of in order, sort of not, of what I need to do today and the different steps broken down. But also here you can kind of see everything I'm making. So for my mother-in-law's, I'm making the turkey that we'll take over with us. So I want to get that completely prepped tonight and then put it in the fridge. And then that way in the morning, all I have to do is get up pretty early, pull it out, and boil the water, pour that in there, cover it tightly, and throw it in the oven. So that won't take me but about 15 minutes to get the oven preheated and the water boiling and throw it in the oven, and then we're good to go there. And otherwise, then the turkey will be pretty hands-free, hands-off the next day, or on Thanksgiving Day. So I also am taking a loaded baked potato casserole, chicken and dressing. We're gonna make just a box macaroni and cheese for the girls, but I've got that, so I'm just gonna take that with us and I'll assemble it at her house. And then the same thing with the mashed potatoes, where I'm gonna make fresh homemade mashed potatoes there. I'm gonna take that with us. I am gonna take a can of cranberry sauce for anybody that wants that, because I got that with that free Walmart turkey deal. I'm also gonna make some chicken pesto pinwheels. I'm gonna shred the chicken today and get everything kind of ready to go. I might even assemble them and throw them on a tray in the fridge. We'll see how much we get done. And then that way tomorrow I can just throw them in the oven before we leave, or I might even throw them in the oven when we get to her house. Then I'm going to make some apple cider cupcakes, which I think we're actually gonna start with. And then we're just doing like packet gravy, so I am responsible for bringing that, but I'm gonna make that at my mom's. Then we're gonna have cheesy potato casserole, so I'm bringing that. I'm also making my baked macaroni and cheese, and my baked macaroni and cheese and my turkey recipe and the loaded baked potato casserole recipes. those are all Thanksgiving Thursday videos, so I'll link those in the description box for you. And then I think some of it, that playlist may come up at the end of the video for you as well to check out. I've got some fruit that I just want to cut up and make a little fruit bowl. And then I'm going to make deviled eggs. My stepdad's birthday is actually tomorrow on Thanksgiving, so I'm making him these orange. I was going to make it a cake, but I'm going to make it into cupcakes to make it easier to serve. And then I've got some vanilla frosting, so it's just an orange cake. And then, like I said, I couldn't find the Thanksgiving napkins, but she got those. And then something that's not on the list, two things are Chex Mix and sausage balls, but I'll share with you as I make those. And so kind of here's what I'm looking at. So this is kind of what we're looking at. I need to make the apple cider cupcakes. They have their own homemade frosting to go with that, that I need to make. That'll probably be the last thing that I do today. We'll see how we get to that, what order. And then I need to make some homemade Chex Mix. It's actually like Crispix mix technically, but that takes up my oven for a while. So once everything that needs to go in the oven is out, I'll get that going in there. So once I make both of the cupcakes, I think that should be everything that needs to bake today. So then I'll throw the Chex Mix in because it takes, a couple hours, and that'll be easy to do. I need to boil and shred the chicken breast for the chicken pesto pinwheels, as well as the chicken and dressing. I need to boil some eggs. I need to assemble a cheesy potato casserole, boil some red potatoes for the loaded baked potato casserole, boil the the elbow noodles. That's just, we just parboil those for the baked mac and cheese. Make the cheese sauce and assemble those. Assemble the loaded potato casserole. Orange cupcakes, but again, I'm going to move that up here because we're going to be making those first. And then while they're baking, I need to assemble the fruit tray. I do need to assemble a pan of cornbread and bake that. And then once the cornbread has cooled, we will, sometime tonight, I will assemble the dressing pan and put all of that in the fridge. And then first thing that I'm going to get going is I'm going to get my sausage cooking for sausage balls, my eggs boiling, my chicken boiling, and possibly my red potatoes boiling, so that I can have all of that cooking at one time. And then we'll start mixing up the apple cider cupcakes and get them in the oven. So I'm going to preheat my oven. Oh, and then this is all the stuff, like, we still have to have some sort of dinner tonight. I have a Kohl's pickup order with some presents in it that I need to get picked up. And then I need to put together like the few things that I'll take to my mother-in-law's and the few things I'll take to my mom's in separate bags so that those are ready to go for us. And I haven't written it on here, but let me just show you my fridge because it's a nut house. So I need to get this cleared out. A lot of this will be cleared out just by nature of pulling everything out to get it assembled. But I need like this whole shelf to put my turkey pan and my casserole dishes assembled and all of that stuff. So we've got a lot to do because I also need to get just this cleaned out and organized anyways, because normally our trash pickup a day is Friday, and I'm not sure if they're still going to do that or if they'll be a day behind. But either way, I'll need to get trash rounded up too. So lots to do today. And let me get the camera set up and we'll get started. Okay, change of plans. I don't know. When I pulled it out of the package, the sausage smells like rotten eggs. It doesn't smell that way now though. Just when I opened the package. So is it good? Is it not? The Best By date was still for like 2 more months from now. So I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. This smells okay for the moment. I still don't know what I'm gonna do, but I am gonna get some chicken breast started. Alright, so water's boiling, so I'm gonna turn this off now. And I'm gonna leave them just like that for 12 minutes. So it's 3:04. So 3:16. I need to get some water into these chicken breasts. Like I said, this doesn't smell. And so, you know. According to Google and my mother-in-law, if it doesn't stink after it is out of the package for a minute or two, and then it's fine. So it smells perfectly normal now, so we're gonna go with that. And hopefully, I mean, obviously if there's any like weird taste to it or smell to it when it's fully cooked, then we won't eat it. But here we go. This cooking, this is actually way more than I need. I only need a pound, but I'm like super skeptical of the smell now. What was I saying? I don't know. I only need 1 pound. We had one I'd opened the other day that opened so bad. It wasn't quite a pound, so I just cooked it all up. I'm really hoping this isn't bad because then I'll have to go to the store on the day before Thanksgiving, which, you know, no one wants to do. I don't know. Now I'm getting a weird smell again. No, we're not eating it. Okay, turn that off. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to go get some sausage and call it on that. That is something that I am not risking, is rotten or sour meat. Alright. But I do have some chicken breast here that I need to get into a bag for dinner tonight from this family pack. We're going to eat these for hopefully an easy dinner. So, I'm going to get that done. So I'm actually going to pour that yucky sausage, just a minute please, into here, put it in a bag, and we're going to get that trash out. Because I do not want that smell. Yes, y'all can get paper. And, because I'm not risking that, so we'll go get some sausage. That would be the last thing that we would want, is to have rotten meat and everyone get sick on Thanksgiving. Yum. No. Alright, let's get rid of this. Y'all, I hate to waste food, but I'm also not gonna risk it. Because my mother-in-law and Google both agreed that if it doesn't smell after it's been out for a few minutes, that you are generally safe. But now it smells to me, and I'm not willing. Sorry about that. I'm not willing to risk that. So into a bag it goes, and into the trash. Okay, so there's that. Let's get some water boiling. I am gonna salt it. And I'm already tired. We just got started. Okay. I put a little pepper in mine too. Okay. And let's get this washed. All right, I can't stay focused. So, let's see. I don't know what y'all can see. Hopefully you can see enough. So, I've got the chicken breast boiling and the eggs boiling. We really need to make the cornbread, so let's do that. This is only a 2-pound bag. This is Southern cornbread. So, teaspoon of oil, an egg, and 2 cups. We do not want sugar. Okay, let's do this. I've got a crock pot recipe, but we're kind of not making that. So, we're gonna see what happens here. Can't really see that, but I've got a recipe here sent to me. We're just not gonna make it in a crock pot. So, we need 5 eggs, 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk, cup and a half of the flour, and a cup and a half self-rising flour. Goodness, cup and a half of self-rising cornmeal, cup and a half of self-rising flour. This says cornmeal mix, but this is the only one that says self-rising. So, we're gonna add the milk, or we're gonna add the flour and hope for the best here. I don't know, y'all. I don't make cornbread often, and if I do, it's from a box. Not here, but whatever. Just kidding. Now we have to cut up our celery and onion. Let's go. So I actually left these eggs on way too long, so hopefully they are still okay. And that they're not overcooked. So I'm going to pour the water out, and then we're going to put a bunch of ice in here. And the oven is about preheated. It's at 460, so I call that good enough. And we're gonna throw this weird cornbread in there and let it cook until done. And then I've got my chicken boiling. Let me just move that other chicken breast down into the pot there, and we're just gonna let them simmer away. Okay, so I think that's it for now. I'm gonna go charge my battery for y'all, and then I'll be back to share with you what I've done in the meantime. Okay, this has been out of the oven for a few minutes. I'm hoping this is right. It looks darker on camera than it does in person, but it's still kind of soft. So I hope that's right. And then our chicken's done, so I've just turned it off. And the eggs are cool, you know, totally cool to the touch. So I think I'm going to make the fruit tray or fruit bowl, and then get that in the fridge, and then I'll come back and peel these eggs and get them going. All right, so there's the fruit all cut up and ready to go. I'm gonna stick that in the fridge, and then we will start peeling our eggs. So here's a look at what I've gotten done so far. I boiled the eggs, and let's see, we made the cornbread, we did the fruit, we haven't really done much. We boiled the eggs, we boiled the chicken, we did the fruit tray, we did the cornbread, and so we gotta go get sausage. We still got a lot to do. All right, so I've got the orange cupcakes mixed up now, and then we're gonna get these in the oven. The apple cider cupcakes are almost done. I did go ahead and get the hash browns out to assemble that casserole, and we are moving right along. Never you mind my dirty oven, but there's a look at those, which are puffing up quite nicely. Typically you would want those to be flat, but I'm okay with it today. Perfect timing, that's the 18 minutes. I'm gonna check and make sure they're done. is now like 7:30. The girls are in bed. And I went to Target and did a drive-up order and picked up some sausage. So we're good to go on that. This one doesn't have a smell. As you can see, my allergies are bothering me though, my eyes and my nose. So it's just my sinuses, my allergies. But it's time to take some sinus medicine for sure. And I am cooking up the sausage now. There's our, let me see if I can show you. There's the cornbread. I flipped it over. I want it to dry out a little bit anyways. But there's what that looks like with the onion and celery cooked on into it. So that actually saves me a step there. I need to crumble that up. It's completely cooled. Like I said, I flipped it over. So I'm going to get this sausage cooked up, drained, and then in the morning I'll actually make the sausage balls. I just wanted to have the meat done. You can see those are cooling. I've got baked potatoes in the oven for my husband and I for tonight. There's some chicken for the chicken and dressing. And then there's the orange cupcakes that you saw me making earlier, as well as those apple cider cupcakes you saw me making earlier. They totally cooled. So then I put them in these containers that I purchased from Publix. Okay, and then, and I've been doing dishes as I go along, so that's been helping. There's our cheesy potato casserole. There's our eggs. I do need to get those out and make the deviled eggs. There's the fruit. Everything is just thrown in here still. There's my shredded up chicken that I reserved for the chicken pesto pinwheels that I'm going to make in the morning. Like I said, I still need to make those into deviled eggs, but those are the hard-boiled eggs. And when I got the sausage, I went on ahead and got some cinnamon rolls for an easy breakfast with the sausage balls and some scrambled eggs or fruit in the morning. And we still have lots of stuff to do. I still need to get that turkey prepped and get that into the fridge in the turkey pan. And yeah, so that's my plan. I'm just gonna cook up this sausage while I'm talking to you. My house is a disaster, which is kind of par for the course. And if I don't know if I've ever told y'all, but we don't do cable. We just do like Sling TV and Hulu. Sometimes we do have Netflix right now and Disney Plus. But I want to try to get the girls to be able to watch, what's it called? The parade in the morning. So we're going to see if we can figure out a way to stream that. And yeah, that's my plan. So I'm actually, you know, moving right along on schedule. Well, not really on schedule, but there's a look at the sausage going. So let's let that cook and let's go over here and look at our list. What we do in the list. Alexa, turn off radio. I need to make some tea. Okay, let me flip you around. Okay, so here's our list. I've yet to make the Chex Mix, but you know, whatever. So we did the apple cider cupcakes. We just have to do icing. We're cooking the sausage now. We went to Kohl's and picked up that order. And the girls had dinner. I have not had dinner yet, and my husband has not had dinner yet, but we're moving right along. I think I might make the baked mac and cheese in the morning. I don't know. So we'll see. Okay, so I'm not even quite sure that I know what I'm doing, but the recipe now says, and like I said, this is for the crock pot, so I really don't know what I'm doing. But I've got my chicken and all like shredded up, and then all the broth, that's what it says, plus this can of cream of mushroom soup. Sounds totally weird, I'm not gonna lie. But I've had it before. when my stepmom makes this. And, which, by the way, can we talk about how the fact that I hate that word, stepmom and stepdad, like, I just have an extra set of parents. Also calls for a can of water from that. I just do. Like, I hate that. I also hate the terms in-laws. No, like, we're all family. And somebody needs to come up with better terms for that. Because I don't like it. Okay. And then it also says that we need a stick of margarine. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I don't even own margarine. So, we're going to melt a stick of butter. And hope that that's right. So I'm going to melt this and then I'll be back. And then in the meantime, I'm going to crumble this odd little cornbread, onion, celery concoction. This does not call for any regular bread or any other stuffing mixture. So, you know, this is what I grew up on, is just a cornbread dressing. We really didn't do anything other than this. And I will confess, dressing in and of itself, now you can hear my microwave, dressing in and of itself is not necessarily like my favorite food, but my husband loves it, so that's why I'm making it, because he enjoys it and I love him. So I hope you can hear me. I'm trying to kind of like talk quietly because the girls just went to bed not long ago and I don't want to wake them up. So just making sure all of this is crumbled. Okay, and I think the problem is with the liquid, I don't know that we're going to get it back in this pan. So we might, it makes a large crock pot full, so we're going to do our best here. Okay, there's that. Let me wash my hands. Alright, my hands are washed. Let me go get my butter. Alright, get that all pan out of the way. There's my 1 stick of melted butter. Now, like I said, this concoction is very interesting. Oh, well, then we need sage, salt, and pepper. So fun fact, I don't have any sage. Typical. Which you're probably thinking you don't have sage in there intending to make dressing, but I do have poultry seasoning, and it is, what do you know, thyme, sage, marjoram. It is thyme, sage, marjoram, rosemary, black pepper, and nutmeg. So we're gonna go with that. That looks good to me, and it already had pepper, so just a teensy bit of salt there. That was more than a teensy bit, that's okay. And hopefully that's going to be okay with the extra spices, but I don't know. Okay, now, here's where my kids screwed me. Here's where I'm going to be a rebel. I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to take some of this out and put it to the side in a little bowl here to reserve. Yep, I do think that is what we're going to do. Let me get a scooper. because I was originally gonna do this in the crock pot because that's like the whole point of this recipe. But since I'm making this ahead of time, I want to do it kind of my own way. So hopefully it turns out. Let me just get a little more of that out because I don't know how much room. Obviously the bread is going to soak up a lot of the liquid, but I also just don't know how much room this is going to take up. Okay, so wish me luck. Right, you know what, I mean, are you really cooking if you didn't make a mess and like destroy your entire kitchen? I don't think so. Okay, so there's that. Now I need to wrap this in foil. Let me hold on, it's gonna drive me crazy. I have to clean up the disaster in my floor. Okay, all right. Now that I made more dishes just to try to, you know, reserve that, and then didn't need to end up reserving it, but whatever. Okay, let's get the aluminum foil. This into here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my eggies, and I think we will put, man, this thing is a mess. All right, cinnamon rolls are gonna go there. We're gonna take this out. Yeah. Okay. And we're gonna put the chicken undressing in here. Okay, now let's hope when I set this cheesy potato casserole on top, hopefully no liquid is oozing out. I don't see any, so hopefully that's good. Okay, you know what? And we had butter back in there, so butter's gonna move on up. What else is back there? A yoo-hoo. 2 yoo-hoos. You're not useful on Thanksgiving. Okay, in they go. Alrighty, now we got a little bit more space. We need to tackle that bird. You know what? We're just gonna get it over with. Okay, first let's do the eggs and then we'll get that over with. So, pardon the noise from the fan and the glare and all the stuff, but I don't have a pan anymore because I somehow convinced myself a few years ago that I don't need an egg pan. I was wrong. Yeah, don't listen to yourself when you try to get rid of things like that. So, this is what I'm working with. So, I'm just working with my Pyrex dish. So, what I'm actually gonna do is like kind of, that one's floppy and broken. We're gonna pull him out, scoot him over. Some of these guys that are like perfect, well, at least as close to perfect, and leave those in there. Okay, so like that's probably as good as that's gonna get here. Try to sit him up more. Okay. Is a look at the sausage. It's all cooled down and drained off. I mean, there's still a little bit to it, but you know, whatever. So I'm gonna put the lid on this and get this in the fridge, and we'll throw together those things in the morning. So you can kind of see my looming pile. Still need to do the loaded baked potato casserole. Still need to prep the turkey. But I've got dinner in the oven. Let me show you that. So there's that. We've got the dinner going, and then we'll eat. And so here's a good look at everything in the fridge. Ready to go for tomorrow. The fridge is definitely still not cleaned out, but whatever. Everything's in there. Got the deviled eggs. We got fruit salad, loaded baked potato casserole, cheesy potato casserole, the noodles for the macaroni. I'll make that cheese sauce tomorrow. We got the stuffing, or the chicken and dressing in there. Sausage for sausage balls, and the turkey is prepped. Let me flip you around. I'll talk to you for a second. All right, so real quick before my camera battery dies again, I've got to make this pot of tea here. I need to make a pitcher of tea real quick before we head to bed. Start the dishwasher, and I might hand wash those pots. Might not, might leave for that for in the morning. But otherwise, we are good to go. So we made the orange cupcakes, the apple cider cupcakes. Just need to frost those in the morning. We made tea. We got the noodles prepped for the baked macaroni and cheese. We made the loaded baked potato casserole. We'll just throw the cheese and bacon on it, put it in the oven to heat it up, and then I'll cut up some green onions to put on it when I serve it. And what else? We also got our fruit cut up for the fruit salad. Made our deviled eggs. What else? Prepped our turkey. Made our chicken and dressing. We also got our chicken prepped for the chicken pesto, Parmesan pesto chicken pinwheels for the appetizer tomorrow. And I think that's everything. Tomorrow I just need to get together the stuff that will take both places, put that turkey in the oven and heat everything up. We should be good to go. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Happy Thanksgiving, and we will see you in the comments down below. Until next time. Bye-bye.